The housing crisis is not a natural disaster. It's not something that has just happened to people. It's not like a typhoon or an earthquake. It's the result of policies that have been pursued or not pursued by successive governments that have led to a situation where you have 10,000 people homeless in this country, including over 4,000 children, and over 100,000 people on housing lists of various kinds, not to mention hundreds of thousands of people paying ludicrous amounts of money in rent. The four key demands of the Take Back the City movement are compulsory purchase orders on buildings like the one behind me, which has been vacant for many, many years and not put into use, and indeed compulsory purchase orders on vacant property and vacant land in general if it is not being put to use, so that it can be returned to its communities. Our second demand is an end to evictions, and in particular we would note there is a constant plague in this country of evictions into homelessness. That's something that needs to be stopped. Our third demand is that we want public housing on public land, universal public housing available to people of a range of incomes. This is, as far as we're concerned, the only long-term solution to the shortage in supply of housing. And our fourth demand are rent caps and limits on the percentage of one's income that should be spent on rent in any given month. And we want that to be no more than 20% or 30% of someone's income. People often ask me what they themselves can do. And what I would say is we need a grassroots, community-based campaign. In the same ways we had for repeal, for the water charges, for marriage equality, we need people in the local areas taking this into their own hands to form groups, to form action committees, and to get involved, to get out in the streets and protest, to support people who are in housing, emergency accommodation, to support people who are facing eviction, and to really build a mass movement of protest and action that can force action not in 5 years or 10 years, but now.